Hi everyone, welcome to week 4. I hope you're all doing well and you're happy. This week's milestone, well, one of them is with regards to the travel pack, and you have to use Google Slides to do it. I just wanted to show you another alternative to Google Slides, which is Canva. It's free. It has a free and a paid version. Right now, I'm on my free account because I want to show you guys the free features, how you will know that something is free and something is pro, and how you can use Canva to create your travel pack and import the slides into Google Slides. Please note, please don't download your Canva presentation, upload that onto Google Drive, and then submit it like that. That format is going to be wrong. This travel pack should be submitted from Google Slides. So we will take it from Canva and move it there. So right now, as I said, I'm on my free Canva account. I'm going to go to custom size because I want to create this in the size of a Google slide, which is 16 by 9 with a 16 by 9 ratio. I want to make this in pixels, so I just Googled what is 16 by 9, and I see it's 1920 pixels by 1080. So here it's going to be 1920 by 1080 pixels, and I'm going to create the new design. So now I have my presentation, right? And so with the steps, it says that the first slide should be the introductory slide. So I remember they asked you to get an image from either Microsoft Design or Adobe Firefly. That image you can use as your cover page. So we will do that. We're going to get an image. I am going to search for an image. I want a free one. And let's say my destination is Cape Town, and I want to go to the beach mainly, and maybe go to an aquarium. So just everything about the sea and sea life is what I want to experience when I'm in Cape Town. So maybe let me just look for the sea. Okay. Yeah, I think that will suffice. And this is pro. So how you know it's pro is if it has the crown. It's pro. And so what will happen is if you try to use a pro element, I don't know if you will necessarily be able to export your file, but if you can, it'll have the Canva watermark all over it and it doesn't look nice. So just avoid using pro elements if you don't have pro. I believe pro is 119 or 109 rand per month, but it is cheap for people who can afford it. Canva Pro is really a good investment, and I would recommend for you to get it. So let me take this picture. So what I've just done is I've selected the image by holding left click, hold down, press down and drag it, and then when you get to the edge, it should become expanded like this and let go of your mouse. Another way is to just click on that element because I want it as a background image. I click on these 3 dots and I go to set as background image, and there it is. And so now I want to add text, and it should be your name, your destination, and the date, I believe. So I'll press T for the text box. You can also come to the left sidebar, go to text, and add a heading, right? So it's going to be my name, which is Anna Kantunda, and I will just drag it up here, and my destination. So I've just pressed T for a text box. My destination is Cape Town. You know what they've asked you guys to, what to add. So make sure you're adding all the necessary information. And the date is going to be October 25th. So the 25th to the 28th of October 2024. Let me just you know, and I'm differentiating between the size of my name and the size of the title and the size of the date, just to show visual hierarchy between the different elements. And so this is, it's fine if you think it's fine, but to me this is not very visible. So what I will do is I will go to elements and just like clear this. I want this shape, this box, this rectangle, and I will go to this. I'll make sure I make it full screen. You are welcome to overlap it so that it covers everything. And you see I've dragged it until these indication lines kind of show up to let me know that the box is centered. You can either make it go over or make it just exact size. You are welcome, you know. And I want this blue box first of all to be black, right? And then I will go to this icon here for transparency. Click on that, drag this down, right? So this box is on top of my text. I don't want that. I want this box to go behind my text. So I'll go to position. Oh, okay. So right now it's telling me that the text is on top of the box. If, for example, your box is like this and it is on top of the text, it's on top of everything. So it's the box and you can't select your text. Click on position. In arrange, go to back. So you can click back 3 times. So it's going to first make the date come forward, then Cape Town come forward, and then your name come forward. It will send the box to the back of all of these text boxes. Or you can go to layers, right? Layers shows you how everything is layered. So I want my box to be at the very bottom and I want all the text to be on top. So you just drag it down, right? And again, because of visibility, I will select everything by clicking on the text box with my name, press down shift and continue selecting everything else, and then go to this A icon and change it to white. And again, press shift, select your name, location, so you select everything, and I'll just drag it down until I get that indication that tells me everything is exactly centered. And let's say I like this, I am happy with this, so I will leave it like this. Right, so this is my first page. As you guys already know, that they may ask you for other pieces of information that you need to add. Please feel free. And right now I feel like I can make this a bit darker, so I'll do that. Yep, and I'm happy with my first page. I like how this is. So then I will add page, and you can also click on the small up arrow, up caret at the bottom to show all pages, and you can click on it again for it to go away. So on the second page, they want the entry and the exit requirements of your location. So let's add a title. I'll do it the manual way. Go to text, add heading, and then it will be entry, exit, requirements. So I will just drag it up. And in order to make this like outline go away, I just click on the empty white space. So let's put it up here. And for Cape Town, let's say that the entry requirements for Cape Town is a valid visa. So I want to change my font family. I'll select on that font, select the text box, go to here where it says Canva Sans, because that's where your fonts are. Click on that and then select one of the available fonts that are free. I will choose Poppins. And I want it to be a regular size because currently this is bold. I can click on this to not make it, to unbolden it, right? I have no idea if that's a word, guys. My apologies. Or where this right arrow is next to the font, click on that and then you can select whichever one you want. So yes, regular, and because I removed the boldness, it's no longer like bold, it's just regular now. So the entry requirements are a valid visa, and I want to make this a list. So select this box and click on this bullet list icon. So you need a valid visa, and oh sorry, that G is because I have Grammarly installed. You need a valid visa. Okay, can you see how my cursor is in the middle? This means that my text is center aligned, and I don't want that. I want everything to be left aligned. So select everything by either just clicking on the box, or if you're already in it, Control A, and then go to this alignment icon and click on it until it shows left. Right now it shows left, so I know that my text is now left aligned. So valid visa, passport that expires passport that is valid. Passport that is valid for at least 3 months after exit. So after you've left your destination. I want to make this font smaller. You can go to this and increase or decrease manually, or just come to this left, to these dots, and drag down. What is wrong with, oh, a passport? Okay, cool. Thank you, Grammarly. So a passport that is valid for at least 3 months after exit. And let's say that's it. Let us say that that is it. So these are the entry requirements. And I am going to put a text box here and type source, right? So this source, or let's say link, this link will link to where I got the information regarding the entry and exit level requirements. Click on that box, click on this more, the 3 dots, and go to link, right? So now you've done everything. You went online and you got your link, and you got the information, you've pasted it onto your slide, right? This is where you will not type it like me, right? Link to information. You will obviously copy paste your link over here, and then you can click on this white space when you're done, and the link will be added, or you click on done, and that's the link. Or source link. I'm trying my best to make this as understandable as possible. So highlight everything. The link is already there, just edit. Yes, so I want it to be for the entire text, and then done. Will that work? No. So this is still not. Okay, so let me just delete this again. Source link. I want the link to be on everything. www.linktoinformation.com. Click on done, and that is my source link for this. You need at least 2, so it'll obviously be source link 1, source link 2, right? And this is for entry. Maybe we should specify that this is for entry by typing entry. Maybe we put this here, make it bold, well, select to make it bold, right? And then I will copy this whole thing and duplicate using this icon, and drag it down, make sure it aligns properly, and then this will be exit. And for exit, there's only one requirement: a valid return ticket. And then again, you put your source link. And I want, yeah, so we should definitely decorate the slide. Maybe we can add a background image, or we can do something fancy like blobs, for example. Let's see if I can see free blobs. Okay, this blob is free, so I'm going to add this over here. I want this in the corner, and I will duplicate this and put it over here, but I want this corner to be this side, so I can either manually turn it like this using this icon, or if I duplicate this, go to flip and then flip horizontal, flip vertical, and put it like this over there. And then I want the background color to be blue because, you know, sea vibes. The nice thing about Canva is if you upload an image, you can extract the different colors from that image. So I like this blue. I will use this for the background color. So this is my second slide. Then the next slide requires etiquette and cultural expectations. So I will copy this text box, Control C, Control V to paste, and I will not type everything out because I'm being lazy. So the etiquette and cultural expectations, and let me just copy this. Let's say that the etiquette and cultural expectations for Cape Town are don't spit on people, right? Respect the locals, don't litter, of course, don't litter, don't say no to food from elders. I have no idea, guys. So of course, like, you add all your etiquette and cultural expectations, and then you can add images. Let's look for an image of respect. Let's see what Canva gives us, right? And you can add images in here that relate to your slide. Let's say I want the images to be like this. Second one, I'm using only free elements. This one, and then, oh yeah, maybe one of the most obvious ones. Always greet, right? And then we can have this one. Well, that is not free. That is not free. This is free. So I can just take this, make it smaller. I don't know, guys, just, yeah, feel free to do what works for you. So let's say you like this and you want it to be this way. So moving on. Next is the event information. So I will once again copy this, paste this, and it's going to be event information. And the events that you want to do, you can split it over 3 slides, or you can put it all into one. So let's say that these events are you want to go deep into detail of what you want to do, or you want to give a description of where you're going, or maybe a brief description of the place and why you want to do that, for example. So let's say that in Cape Town there's Table Mountain, and you want to visit Table Mountain. So let's look for a picture of a mountain, and I like this one, so let me just do this. You can maybe put it to the side for the sake of space. And then for text, I'm going to use the lorem ipsum. Is it lipsum.com? I believe. Lorem ipsum generator. So it generates a bunch of nonsense which you can use as filler text. And so what I did is I went to lipsum.com, went to generate lorem ipsum, and it gave me a generated one. This is only 5 paragraphs because I asked for 5. I left it at the default. So I will take this text, copy it, go back to Canva, and paste it here. So let's say that this is your text description for your event, and what is going to happen when you get there, what you're going to do. So this is for Table Mountain. Oh, and we probably, of course, have to indicate that, right? So the Table Mountain, I want to center it to the image. That's the nice thing about Canva, you can do that. And also center it to the text on the right. So I'll make this bold. And then the next slide, I want to duplicate the slide because I don't want to repeat event information again. So you can go to the top of the page and just click on the duplicate icon again to duplicate the page. And this time I want to go sea diving. I don't like these things that I'm putting here. It's amazing that I'm actually thinking about these stuff. So let's say I want to switch things around. I want this now to be on that side and I want to bring this over here. So I'm just going to move everything around. I'll put this image here, put this text over here, and center align this text. Bring this, okay, like that. I want to go sea diving. So let's find a free image. This is free, but the dimensions, okay, no, that is not free. This is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this image, hold down left click of my mouse and just drag it into this, and it replaces it. So sea diving, and this is your information for sea diving. And once again, duplicate this page because I'm going to 3 events, and the third one will be, wow, what can the third one be? Let's go hiking. And okay, so I will delete this, right? I want to copy this layer, because this layout of how Table Mountain is on the left and then the text is on the right, I want to copy this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and duplicate this page and then click on this down arrow to move it down so that it comes after sea diving. And I want this to be hiking. Now we'll go and find a photo, a free one hopefully, of hiking. And I like this one, so I'm going to left click, drag and drop. And that is my event information page done. So for convenience, the next one is the budget. For convenience, I'll just duplicate this and delete all of this. Just select that and delete. Okay, so it's just budget. And so for the budget, right, when you go into your LMS, you're going to be given an outline of what needs to go in your budget. So guys, for your budget, you have to open up an empty spreadsheet and you have to create a table that has a clear label written budget, and then you've been given the things to indicate or to add to this table. So I'll start on B2. Always start on B2 just for the sake of the tables and bordering. You'll see what I mean. So I will create this budget and I want to center align it over these three, these 3 cells. So I'll just select everything and go to the merge icon, this one, merge cells, and merge it, and then center align, go into the alignment, center align it, make it bold, increase the size. The things, or what they've told us to add to our budget is the visa application process, flights, accommodation, activities, meals, and then the total cost. And so what they want is you have to look for the amount in your local currency and then convert it to dollars. So let's say that the visa application is going to be $29. I'm just making up these figures, guys. I have no idea. And let's say that the flight, no, let's say that this will be $150. I have no idea. Flights maybe is 70. right? Accommodation is 140. Your activities and your meals will probably cost you 400. No, just that's just activities. So for activities it can be 300, and then your meals will be like $170. That is just for example. So at the bottom I want to sum up everything. I want the total. So my total is $830. This is my budget. So what I'm going to do is highlight everything, go to borders, insert borders. This looks funny because it's empty, but obviously like do what you need to do, or what I can do is highlight everything. I don't want this right border, so what I'll do is go back to the borders, change the border color to white, and then go to the right border icon, click on that, and everything should be white. Well, now it looks weird because this line has disappeared, but it's fine. This is all we're going to copy anyway, so it's okay. And this top bar also, I want change this back to black, and I want a border there. Maybe make this bold to make it stand out since it's the total. And I like this table, so I think this is fine. So what we're going to do for now is I am going to leave this budget like this, because you can copy and paste a sheet or cells from Google Sheets into Google Slides. And so we're going to do that later once we've imported our slides. So for now, I'm going to leave this as is, go back to Canva, and over here, I'm going to leave this as blank. I'm going to leave it as a blank slide because we'll add in the information later. So I'd rather just duplicate this, and the next one is going to be the travel itinerary. So for this, to make your life easy, right? Actively do the activity. You are required to book a flight and then book a hotel and take all of that information and add it to your travel itinerary template that you're provided with. Instead of making up these figures of the date, the departure, location, and stuff, you can actually get that information, make your life easy. So go to cheapflights.co.za. My destination, I'm currently in Johannesburg. My destination is Cape Town. It's already here. Click on that, and I said that I want to be there from the 25th to the 28th of October. Oh, so sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna come here, go to October, the 25th to the 28th, and search. So you can filter by the cheapest or the best or the quickest. Let's say we want the cheapest. So right now I see Fly SA fare is going to be 3.7, and I want more information on this flight. So I click on the block itself, scroll up, and right now you have all you need. If you're using the second template, the chronological one, and if you're going to also try and do the activity where you put stuff on TripIt, this is your flight number. For going to your destination is the flight number for the return. This is your departure time and your arrival time to your destination. This is your departure time from your destination and your arrival time back home. Right, so you have all of this information to add into your travel itinerary. It just makes life so much easier. Right, stuff like the confirmation number, of course you won't have, because you're not expected to actually book a flight. This is just you going and doing the research. And the flight numbers, of course, it's been provided there. Airline, again, it's Fly SA fare, right? So you've got this information. And for the hotel, you can go to booking.com. I want to go to Cape Town, right? And this is October 25th to the 28th, and it is for myself, and I want one room. Done. Search. And so you've got all these, options. And I remember one of the things that was discussed was the quality of the hotel. So imagine this is not for you. Imagine this is for your boss, and also for you, because I'm sure you don't want to stay in a place where people have given bad reviews, and then you try it out and you also don't like it. It's quite a waste of time, right? So make sure that the hotel that you're going to choose has a good rating. So right now this one has 9.1 and it's 2.4. I like it. Let's say it's within my budget. And like, you need to be more specific. This is Cape Town, but where in Cape Town am I going? If like once I know that, then I put in the address, I guess, or the proximity. So let's just say I know that I want to go to, this is Greenpoint in Cape Town. I like that. I want to be there. I click on this. And so it's giving me all the information that I need. The bidding and all that other stuff. So check-in and check-out time, which is what you need. Check-in, check-out, city of Cape Town, confirmation number. I guess you can make this up because, again, we're not expecting you to actually book a hotel. And you can go the extra mile to take the actual location and find out which street it is, find out its actual address. I'm sure it's provided here somewhere if you take your time to look. But this is basically how you can go about doing things in order to make your life easier, and it is also good for practice because your client may expect you, oh, here's the address and the street and everything, which is nice. So in future your client might ask you to do these things instead of making up numbers and making up stuff. Just practice, do the actual thing, so that when the time comes you know what you're doing, right? So let's say that we've filled in our itinerary again. This is a Google Sheet. Once we have uploaded our drive into Google Slides, we're going to add this there. It's much better to do it that way. So I will leave these two blank, and then the last one is your table of contents, which is optional, but I will add it. Right, so after the title page, I want to duplicate this page because I want an extra one, and I'm going to delete everything. So I'm going to left click down and drag from the top left corner to the bottom right, drag everything, delete, click on this background and delete that too, delete. So here I'm going to have my table of contents. I'm going to copy this text box, paste it here. Oh, it's white. Okay, I'm going to change this background, match this color, copy this blob, put it here, copy this blob, put it here, and also on this text box. So the table of contents is going to include the entry and exit requirements, and I'm going to put these in individual text boxes to link them up. So I'll copy this because it's quite long, paste it there, I think there's a space here, yeah. Duplicate this, and then it is the etiquette and cultural expectations. Oh no, that is already event information. event information, the budget, after the budget it was the travel itinerary. Yeah, and this is it. I think this is too high, so I'll bring this down and then bring this down. Now I want to link each and every single one of these to their specific slide. So I'll click on this, go to link. Okay, to make my life easier, this is what I will do. This is the entry exit requirements page, and I'll add the title. So what I did is, where it says add page title, I'll go there and paste that title in there. And then page 4 is this. Page 5 is event information. Now, because there are 3 pages for event information, I will label only one with this, because when it links to this one, then you can just scroll for the other 3. And then this one will be budget, and this will be the travel itinerary. Go back up and select this block, click on the 3 dots, go to link, and I want to link this link to the entry and exit requirements slide. Done. Go to the etiquette and cultural expectations, link it to that page, click done, and then event information, link it to the event information page, click done. Budget, link to the budget page, and travel itinerary, link to the travel itinerary page, and we're done. So now we are going to export these slides. This is going to rename this at the top where it says your paragraph text. I'm going to rename it to travel pack, and I'm going to go to share and click on more, right? Scroll down. When you see Microsoft PowerPoint, that is what I want to download it as. Click on that. All pages are selected, and click on download. So just give that a few seconds or minutes, depending on how many pictures you added and how heavy the images are. It can take some time. So once that's done, I will just plop it into my downloads folder and save. Once your slides, your PowerPoint slides have downloaded, well, your Canva slides that you convert into PowerPoint slides have downloaded, go to your Google Slides, create an empty presentation. You're going to label it in the proper method for labeling, and I believe it is your name, destination, date, if I'm not wrong. So I don't want this first slide. I'm going to select it and then backspace to delete it completely. So I want to import the slides that I created using Canva, which I made PowerPoint slides. So go to File and go to Import Slides. So it will take you to this window. Go to Upload, Browse, and go to where you saved your slides. This is mine, it's in my downloads folder. It's the travel pack. And then once that has been imported, it will take you to this page. Make sure to select all your slides and keep original theme, so the theme that you brought in from Canva, and then import slides. So all your slides will import. Please note that sometimes importing your slides from Canva into Google Slides can make your slides wonky, and there are things that you may need to change. For example, because these are links, they are blue, and I don't want the text to be blue, so I'm going to select everything and click on the three dots. Where's the color option? Oh yeah, the A option, text color. I'll make it white. Same thing, so as you can see, this field has to be moved down. Select it, and I want it to be white. Select everything. So to select everything, of course, it's Control A, make it white. I'll move this down a bit. Move this a bit up. Okay, so this is fine. Let's check the other slides to make sure. Okay, here, this text is clearly too much, so I can make it smaller. Okay, so select everything. Font size right now has not even been determined, so let's just see 14. I think that is okay. I think that's still negligible. Bring this a bit up. So I want it like that. I'll do the same thing here. Control A, font size to 14. And I want this to come a bit down. Just make sure you eyeball everything and it is to your liking. Okay, let me align my text to my image. Okay. Once again, do the same thing. Bring this down. Okay, and I like that. So remember, please excuse some blobs missing, the blobs missing on some of the pages, and don't worry that they are outside like this. When you go into presentation mode, they will not show like this. So don't worry about that. So now we will be moving on to budget. So the reason why I removed the title for budget and travel itinerary, you will see in just a moment. So for the budget, we go to our spreadsheet and select everything, right click and copy or Control C, and then go back to your slide and Control V to paste. Select paste unlinked. Basically what this means is if you update the sheet, it will not change anything on your slide. So paste and expand, so I can't see anything basically, and I want this text to be white, so just hide everything and then go to this icon, make it white, and you see this is white. Highlight all of these cells, click on this pencil icon and change the border color to black, so everything is black. Of course, on your own, if you're welcome to ignore this, or merge and merge. This one also merge. So then once again, copy, go back to the slide. I'm going to delete this one by clicking on this border and then Control V, paste unlinked, and problem solved. So once again, I want everything to be white. So I just clicked on that border, everything became white. Maybe we can also get the borders to be white. So click on this border icon and yeah, same thing for this border. Can I change it white? Yes, I can. And I like this budget. So let's move on to travel itinerary. So note that the itinerary is quite big. It is quite big, and you may need to paste this in bits and pieces. So we will start with the top. So for the departing flight, let's say you're going to one location, you're going to need only one entry. So we can select these three, right click and delete those rows, right? Return flight, again, it's one place, unless you have overlay, then it will be maybe two, but let's assume it's one. I'll just delete these rows. And then for your transportation, let's say you're only going to two locations, so you need transport to those two places, so I'll delete this one. Hotel, say you're staying in one place, so I'll delete these three remaining ones. And then the meetings, you're going to three meetings, let's say maybe it's a business trip, So I'll delete only one row. Right, so we have all of this left. Here you're going to put information. If this is not a company name, it is vacation. Maybe this will obviously change to, or you can remove this, and in purpose will be vacation. So let's say we don't want to add this, and I only want from the purpose, and for now I want to copy until return flight for the first slide, because as I said, space. So paste unlinked, right, and then make it smaller, of course, and here just make the font smaller for the sake of visibility. And what I just did is I duplicated the last slide to fit in more information. And now I'm going to copy the ground transport and hotel information. Of course, yours won't be empty, yours will have actual information, right? So I'll paste unlinked. Right, and the reason why I removed the titles is because I feel like the slides are self-explanatory and for the sake of space, right? Budget, our table has the title budget, so I think that works. And then for the last one, you can come here and add, or just right click and select duplicate, and I'm going to delete this one because I want to paste in the meetings and events information. Paste unlinked. This is quite big. Reduce the size, and you're done. And of course, to share, you go to share, and under general restrictions or general access, make sure it doesn't say restricted, make sure it says allow anyone with access, so that your the people who will be looking at this work will be able to access your work, and you're done. I hope that this explained things very well. I hope that everything was understandable. If you need additional help, please feel free to reach out to your mentors. Thank you very much.